I don't really know if it's just me, but I feel like when I need to sit down and do something, I always try to like self-sabotage myself and try to like find things to do in replace of that thing that I need to do, right? So maybe I'll get on Instagram or I'll go on YouTube or I'll look on Prime and see if there's anything that I need to buy. But point is there's a great book which would help everybody, myself included, and I keep it out right at this desk that I have that I work on my comedy. And the book is by a great author, Stephen Pressfield, and the book is called "Put Your Ass Where Your Heart Wants to Be." And in a nutshell, it's just basically saying that the best way to avoid all those problems and to kill procrastination is to physically be where you need to perform that task. So if it's the gym, be at the gym. For me, I have to be at this desk that I do all of my creative writing, and I'm getting ready to do that right now. And ironically enough, this is kind of like a double-edged sword. I'm working on updating a podcast episode because I am behind. But this is also where I do these podcasts now. I used to do them while I was driving, but the audio was off. But anyway, not digressing too much. It's a great author, Stephen Pressfield. He has several great books about procrastination. And the one that's probably known the most is called The War of Art. And it is amazing. It's one of my top books ever. And it basically looks at procrastination as though it is evil, right? Because if you have a gift, me such as comedy, okay, say for example, right? If you have a gift and whenever you're not doing that gift, if you're polluting that time with something else that you could be using it for, if you're essentially not doing God's will, right? You're essentially, if you're not practicing and getting better and doing that gift that you were given, even if it's just for fun, right? He looks at procrastination and he calls it the resistance. He calls it resistance because only the guy downstairs, right, would not want you to do that gift that the Lord has given you with. It could be singing, dancing, writing, all sorts of stuff, right? But it's a phenomenal book, and it gives tons of examples of not just procrastination, but I've bought several of his, and none of them they're all advancing. Like one isn't like a duplicate copy of the next. It's like different levels of procrastination. But I keep this one book out on my desk, Put Your Ass Where Your Heart Wants to Be, because it reminds me when I need to sit down that it's time to go to work. You know what I mean? And by me kind of blocking out all those distractions, it really helps me to slow down, to focus. Now, I don't really know what it is, but I feel like it's even like 20 minutes. I feel it's like 20 minutes until I can actually start to focus and think and get that, get those creative juices going, or revising or editing or something like that. Yeah, I feel myself constantly being pulled off task. And then at the end of the day, I feel like garbage. I feel like actual trash because I had 8 hours to do something and I procrastinated with all sorts of other stuff for 7.5. Then I get 20 minutes into it. Then finally I have 10 minutes of actual good work, because the first 20 minutes are kind of like a crapshoot, it's not that great. Yeah, I just thought it was something that I wanted to address. It was topic specific, and I've wanted to do this episode for a while. Unfortunately, it's literally a battle that you have to fight every single day. You've got to kill procrastination. And if you have a gift, something that you're working for, or maybe even a goal or something like that, all right, the guy downstairs, as I am referring to him again, right? Evil doesn't want you to succeed. It doesn't want you to be happy. It doesn't want you to be able to not just be successful, but if you do have a gift, or you believe you have a gift, right? To make that a better gift, to make that a bigger platform so people learn about you. If that was like a light inside you, God would want that light to shine as big and bright and as beyond as he could, right? But again, dude downstairs, he would want that light to be snuffed. He would like it to not be you know, shining out, so to speak, like a lighthouse. So anyway, all my podcast episodes, sometimes they're deep, sometimes they're not, but hopefully they're always informative, and there's something that you can get from it. Because as always, as I always mention, at the very least, this is a physical imprint in time and space to where I can actually not just remember what I'm doing, but make a physical imprint on my memory, instilling a good habit, like writing things down, not just before you do it, but making a checkbox after you did it. So that being mentioned, I hope everybody has a beautiful rest of your day. Please check out that book. It's amazing. It's phenomenal. He has several of them. And if you want to really get started on his series, get started with The War of Art. It's beautiful. I love it. It's amazing. All right, guys. I'm Benja Well Done. Check me out. Peace.